grand final, and here we go. We're back, Vince. Welcome back to the grand final here at DreamHack Masters Marseille. First map was Nuke, Vince, and it was a bloodbath. 16-4 in favor of Astralis. Now, that was their map pick, but there are a few things we need to discuss before this second map begins. There was one player on the server, you might have heard of him, he's called Simple. He posted 22 kills there. One of the top-rated players on the server, and they didn't get more than 4. What in God's name is going on there?
He top fragged. He had 10 more frags than the nearest person on his team. He had over 100 ADR, and his team got 4 rounds.
Yeah, that's not looking too good. But they move on to Inferno, and we said it a couple of times, this is their best map. Sure, it didn't start off well for them, and Astralis looks sensational right now, but they can hopefully get a lot deeper into this one. Whether they'll win the map is another question altogether, but I'm hoping we at least get double digits out of them. Let's have some epic moments, let's have some good team play, and have that coordination. It seemed like they ran out of gas halfway through their T half. They just started rushing upper. I think they tried that 3 or 4 times. Just wasn't working out for them at all. They got 2 rounds in the first half, managed to hold them off for a little bit longer in the second, but there was no way they were winning that one after the first. You can see the high fives coming in from the manager. Na'Vi are going to need them. And it looks like the knife round has gone in their favor. It's actually quite a big deal in Inferno. Their map pick, they want to start on the CT side. They've got it. And hopefully they can win a pistol here because they lost both on Nuke, Vince. But that's one thing about Astralis in this tournament in particular. Not only they're looking great in the defaults, the gun rounds, the device AWP, but almost every single pistol seems to be going their way so far.
Which was always an issue before. They were so hit and miss in pistol rounds. They would often have fairly bad starts. They'd even win matches where they've lost both pistols, going the distance as a result. So if they get both pistols, Na'Vi, I feel like we could have a repeat performance of Nuke. The other thing as well, and Yanko mentioned this on the desk, one of the reasons why this is going to be such a hype final was that everyone was pulling their weight. You had Electronic playing well.
Yeah.
Where was he on Nuke?
Yeah, non-existent. And we've been singing the praises of Zeus's tournament as well, saying that he's actually contributing and posting decent numbers, not bottom every single time, but that was a return to what we've come to know the last few months. Bottom, first half finished, I think, 3 kills and ended up with like 20 deaths. It really wasn't pretty towards the end. He needs to pick himself up, dust himself down. Whatever happens in the first map, it doesn't matter the scoreline, just a win or a loss. That's all you need to think of it about. You can recover, and this is your map pick. You should be able to pick this one up. But Astralis, they're no strangers to Inferno. The device AWP, it's unbelievable on this map. Luckily, he's not starting the CT side. He'll be on the terrorist forces. That's where he'll be stifled a little bit. He won't be able to have the freedom he does on the CT side to pick them apart one by one. And hopefully we'll see Simple put on a bit of a clinic here as we get into it, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like the second map of the grand final here will begin momentarily. Those are the stars on the server right now. We'll see if Na'Vi can bounce back here. Let's make some noise. Let's get back into it. There we go. And we'll see whether Astralis can post yet another pistol victory here. Glaive with the P250, he's got the smoke, 1 flashbang. They have been going towards B even with 1 smoke. They'll smoke CD4 and they'll flash towards cores and actually try and take down the player who's addressing that side of the map. There's no one in B right now. Simple's coming behind them. They've left the bomb site open. Vince, what is this?
This is hyper-aggression. They're trying to change it up, I guess. They've got themselves a kid, and down goes Dupree. So even though they're going to definitely concede the bomb plant, they've already got 2 kills. They're all charging up Banana together. They're going to try and overwhelm Astralis. They're just going to try and completely decimate them. Magisto's got himself 1 kill in return. Device comes through with 1 of his own as well. And there's Magisk again. This round could be collapsing, but no, Electronic, the man that was absent, the invisible man, has now shown himself with a 3K.
Well, I haven't seen that in some time. A complete bomb site open there. Astralis do go towards B, but Simple opened things up with a crisp headshot, gave them the advantage, and then they were just ravenous for kills, coming behind them towards B. This is better from Na'Vi. That's going to light the fire beneath them. Electronic showing us what he can do with that pistol. 3 kills for him, 1-0 for Na'Vi. Bomb planted suggests that we're seeing AKs in the third here. And Astralis should have a little partial by. Deagle's P250s, no armor, no nades. Objective here, get the bomb down if possible. That'll be a feat in itself. But maybe just get a couple of frags. Make things uncomfortable for Na'Vi going into that gun round, which is coming up next.
That nade didn't do as much damage as I was anticipating. Thought I was going to destroy Magisk and Dupree. Not the case. Simple finally gets up there. Saw him using this same jump yesterday.
The half wall can be extremely good, especially with the AWP. You can actually hold that side of the map completely by yourself. The idea is a bit of an off angle. It's difficult to pre-fire. You get 1 kill, you drop down. You've got the safety of the wall to get back towards the bomb site. Actually, he does drop off, but he's still alone at Banana, he's absolutely fine with that. He knows it's very unlikely to have armor here. If he just gets one kill, fall back, that'll buy him enough time. He's still got the incendiary to hold him at bay as well.
There's the smoke in his hand. He can just toss that down if he feels threatened.
He wants to wait until like 40 seconds, I would say, before he deploys that. He's comfortable to hold with the rifle for now.
May not even be required, because now the information's going to be gathered that it's going to be an A hit. They've already killed 2, and there's going to be more to follow. It's only a matter of time. Zipex is about to get pushed by the MP9. Just about wriggles himself around the corner. Believe's gone down, and that leaves Zipex. He has landed a headshot, but it's going to be a clean sweep for Na'Vi. Much better start. Already half the rounds they picked up on Nuke.
That's very true. Edward finds a lot of money there, sitting on $6,000 right now. But here come the AK-47s for the Danes. We'll see whether this will be enough to topple the defense of Na'Vi here. Edward does not upgrade his MP9. He opts for the SMG again. 3 of those outs and about. In round number 3, whether that'll be enough. I would say they have to do something aggressive there, maybe push Banana. And we have got a couple of players towards that side of the map. Edward has been known to push Banana a lot. He likes to get down there, he likes to challenge. And he'll be checking out the logs right now. And my God, what's just happened there? You see the look on his face, like, well, you know what? I'll take it. It's unbelievable. He just fires through the smoke, first bullet. Bang, takes him down.
First rifle round for Astralis could not have started better. Edward succumbs to his fate, and nobody from Na'Vi's actually gone to the B site yet. They're banking 100% on this being an A hit. Simple, who's playing more of the sweeper role, has now moved into arches. So unbeknownst to Astralis, of course, there's no way of them knowing this information, but now they're going to start to move in.
Simple will make his way there. He's the only player with a rifle. If the smoke goes down, he might want to consider just saving. They'll see what's available. That gives up the fact that no one's on the site. You know, Edward's already been removed. Simple sprays through the smoke. They'll be able to plant any second now. There it is. And, oh my God, how much damage is he going to do with the stained glass windows there? 96, not quite enough, good Lord. But not going to find the frag. Got a bit scary there for Dupree.
This would allow Na'Vi to save all 4 players, though. Would be 2 MP9s, not ideal, but it's more about the grenades, it's the Kevlar, the 2 assault rifles. There's so much that they have to lose if they were to go in.
Yeah, they know the round's completely over at this point. I think we discussed this idea earlier in the week, that the fact of, sure, you gamble completely on one site, you leave one open, and just hope they overthink the situation, commit to the bomb site you're at. If they do, great, you'll challenge them, you'll fight them. If they don't know, and they go to the open site, you just save all your weaponry and take as much out of their hands as you can. You can see Flamey and Zeus going to town. They actually finds a couple of AKs, and that's not bad at all.
That's huge.
So they've actually managed to take money out of Astralis' hands, put it in their own pockets there by upgrading their SMGs to rifles. And that's going to keep them very much in this game. You can see this is the first shot from device. That's just stupid, isn't it?
Not much you can do if you're Edward. Just take the bullet to the side of the head and move on.
My favorite thing was the look on his face. That was so good. Either way, we're into round number 4 here, and the AKs are out. Na'Vi, well, I think a wise and informed decision to save the weapons there and just go for exit frags. Keeps Astralis modest in terms of they're not going to save all their guns, and you've just picked up some for free.
Device going for it again. This time Edward's nowhere to be seen. He's had enough of the smoke bangs. He's going to counteract with another smokes. They're just stalling the banana push for as long as they can.
But it's so early in the round. Unfortunately, it does mean if they do somehow get close towards B, you're going to have nothing to hold them off at that point. So sure, you've got map control now, but as soon as that smoke goes down, one flash and you're falling back. If you don't get a kill from that push, it's not really worthwhile, in my opinion. We'll see, though, as it will be an A-side commitment. Electronic has got players in front of him. He'll find the double with the MP9. It looked like it was getting dicey for a second there, but he recovers from the flashbang, and the round will be going in favor of Na'Vi. 5-on-1 now. Device, not really many options. He has got the bomb on his back, but surely he won't get a kill. Nice swing to take down Electronic.
How much economic damage can he inflict? Well, just the 1 kill, and it was onto an MP9 wielding Electronic. Don't really care about that. They can replenish it, no issues. So great start for Na'Vi. Looked a bit rocky in round 3, but they bounced back.
Well, it's the MP9, a very fast commitment there from Astralis. I didn't expect that. I thought they'd be more methodical with their take. They had plenty of time, and you can see Electronic using the smoke. And it might look like that player came out of the smoke, but if you're just on the cusp of it, you're still grey screen. So that Astralis player really took a gamble going through the smoke there. And it will be the full eco at this point, and Na'Vi can really sink their teeth into this first half. CT side, 3-1 up against this Deagle's no armor right now.
A soul flash and smoke in the hands of Glaive, as he will be also carrying the bomb back towards the T steps. It's going to be a slower pace round though, Henry, with Astralis just happy to slowly move their way into apps and see if maybe they can find themselves a kill. Bomb plant here would be the icing on the cake.
Absolutely right. That would be magnificent. They're currently sat at about $2,000. They get 1,900 next, so it'll be enough for a buy, but with may just get 1,500, Dupree 1,600, there will be compromises there. We'll see whether this flashbang will find him a frag at all. It's going to get one. Zeus now in a lot of trouble. Players all around him, still alive. Finding kills, 3 of them to be exact. And that's crisis averted. Just Glaive remaining.
Try and come out here and wrap around as quickly as he can. Maybe they assume that he's gone to the B site. There's one. It's going to be an AK-47 in his hands. He's still got 100 health. Downside is he's got no Kevlar, so aim punch is going to be an issue for him to contend with. Nade has damage written, although written will claim 34 on Flamey, but Flamey returns the fire with 100 to Glaive.
Gun round now. Well, Dupree may just take pistols. They've got $3,500 each. Could go for Galil. Armor, smoke, flashbang. That's why they're going to take a pause right now and just work out what the plan's going to be in round number 6. This is looking much better now. Astralis going to have to work for these rounds. They can't just completely stomp Na'Vi like they did on Nuke. Na'Vi seem like they've picked themselves up. Look at the scoreboard while we're here. Flamey, this is much better. 7 kills, 1 death for him. 5 for Electronic. Edward 5 as well. Zeus 4 and... Actually, I see this as good news. Simple on 2 kills. They were 4-1. He's not having to carry the entire unit right now. They're all contributing, and it's not him that's having to be the showstopper. For the first time, he brings out the AWP, and that's when he's really going to make his mark on the server.
He's going to be a lack of a buy, though, on Astralis in terms of rifles, more of a half purchase. And this is where you worry a little bit for having an AWP. If they all charge Simple, I mean, as good as Simple is, there is a chance he could get overwhelmed by the CZs.
We'll see if he wants to fully commit to the mid-peak and get some information here. He'll be quite confident in the fact they don't have the AWP on the T side, so he does check the T-steps. Most AWPers just look towards the underpass, and Zeus does get himself up, but he's made a lot of noise, and he's been spotted, Vince, and this could be dangerous now. M4 picked up for Device, 5 on 4. Zeus thought he was completely safe with the smoke down, and that's pulled a rotation. Simple, like you said, could be overwhelmed here, but he's hitting shots, so is Electronic, and it looks like Astralis might be out of luck here. It comes down to the 3 on 2.
Oh, still so much damage being inflicted, though, to Na'Vi, considering it was just CZs and Kevlars to being a 2v2 with a very possible bomb plant following. This is far better than I anticipated. That being said, Flamey's been playing super well so far. He could be the man to clutch this, or perhaps not. He's been drilled by Device. Devastating accuracy. Edward's going to show his hand, and Device will rip it off.
It all came down to the first pick. Device forces the rotation towards B with that opening play. He manages to get up towards the half-wall position here. Smoke down. Zeus thinks he's got a great spot, which he does, but he doesn't realize the T is beneath him. He gets the rifle. They push towards middle. And like I said, that rotation going towards B meant the A bomb site was extremely exposed. Simple hit 1 kill, but it wasn't enough. Got dinked in the process and then taken down. We're going to round number 7. And Astralis are bouncing back. Device now with the AWP.
So happy from a neutral's perspective that Na'Vi have got out the gates quick this time.
Absolutely. Like, you want to see good grand finals. It's always disappointing if you get 16-3, 16-4s in 2 maps and it's a 2-0. This is looking much better now. Na'Vi now will have to hold off the AKs, and like we said, the Device AWP as he looks towards spawn. 2 players here at the B site. Simple, back right. Edward is so good in this boost spot. Flashes come in. Can they avoid Simple's AWP?
No is the answer, however. Edward has gone down. This just mounts the pressure on Simple's shoulders. And he did land that no-scope, but it's only going to be taking 87 off Magisk, so he's still alive and kicking. All that vulnerability be the way back into the round for Na'Vi. Zeus is going to bag himself an extra 1. They only have a couple of HE, so no incendiaries to throw to the back of the site, but that one's good enough to claim Magisk's life. It's all on Glaive. He's on the new box, and he's going to have to strike 3 times if he wants to clutch there. There's number 1 and number 2. He's on for the clutch. It's all down to the in-game leaders. Which one has the broader shoulders? Glaive's also on for the ace, it should be mentioned, and he's going to try and use the CZ up close with the sidearm. Can he get this done? It's so delayed. It's so labored, and Zeus is going to deny him. And he's not going to have enough time, is he? It's super close.
Super close. Could go either way. Oh, he's not going to have it, Vince. And Glaive wins the 3-on-1. Absolutely sensational stuff from him. He knew what he had to do. He had to buy as much time as possible, dancing around the new box, extra mobility with the CZ out, and the light footwork of Glaive does deliver the round. Milliseconds separating the round from Na'Vi there. What a fantastic play. You're absolutely right. Well mentioned that the in-game leaders had to go toe-to-toe at that point, and it will be Glaive to win the round. High-octane CS there. 3-on-1, and Glaive delivers again.
I'm going to call the tactical timeout, just try and calm
yeah,
things
I think we
down.
all need it. Well, that's what I wanted to see from this grand final. Those sort of rounds. Everyone feeling the pressure now. A lot of fun. I've spat all over my monitor. It's gone all wrong this side as well. But either way, round number 8 will begin. Oh, we have a technical pause. Maybe not. So some chance to really calm down. Find Zen again. And we'll have a look at the money for Na'Vi. And will be Simple says he can barely see the radar.
How does that happen? And your economy.
Oh, this is a strange one. So, I'm going to say what's happening here. Simple believes he has an unfair advantage right now. He can see the radar somehow off the glass, the reflection, and he doesn't want to play like that.
Oh.
That's very sportsmanlike of him to even let them know, and they're going to fix that issue now, and we're going to work out why that's happening. And he wants to make sure if he has this victory, he wants to be proud of it. He doesn't want to feel like he cheated in any sort of sense. So the reflective glass, maybe one of the lights is bouncing off, and he can see the radar right now. So fair play to Simple. That's a very classy move.
No, well done. Very good to see that. I'm not sure what that means in terms of a potential downtime. I don't know how they would remedy that situation.
Astralis, I don't think understand what's going on right now. They're saying, turn off radar, question mark? I think he's like, no, I don't think that's the thing. But either way, we will just take some time here just to work out exactly what he can see. And obviously he's getting some sort of advantage here. And they're just going to work that one out. We might have to take a break with this one, I'm not sure, depending on what the admins think. But it is 4-3. If you're just joining us, you're just in time. We were starting the grand final a little bit earlier than scheduled. First map did fly by, Vince. It was, what, 16-4 in favor of Astralis. And this one was looking excellent for Na'Vi until Glaive turned up. 3-on-1, wins it, and actually shuts down the money of Na'Vi. We are just discussing now what the play is going to be, but we are going to have the headsets off.
Have to see what the call is then.
CZ purchase, just to note. And you can see, just to know as well, Astralis saying thank you to Simple and saying that he's done the right thing. They appreciate the fair play, and I do as well. I think that's a really special thing. He's done that. I think there'll be not a lot of players. There'll be some players out there who might just keep themselves quiet. But we'll see whether this can be resolved. It doesn't look like it's a problem. I just heard in my ear that they are working. It'll be a few minutes, and the players are chatting. And in terms of the situation right now, it will be AKs across the board for Astralis, of course, winning that previous round. No one survived. Everyone went down with the bomb blast. And you can see the look of disappointment on Zeus's face. He knew before we did. The last few seconds of the defuse, he started shaking his head. It was all wrong. And it looks like we are back underway, Vince. So that's cool. This is actually a lot faster than I assumed. Fist bumps back out. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back into the grand final. Thank you for bearing with us. And we'll go into a Na'Vi force by here. CZs, UMPs, and grenades towards the sandbag. Simple's going to be feeling that one. Edward even more so, down to 10 HP.
Edward has just been carpet bombed. Such minimal health remaining. He is going to be joined by Simple. They're both going to back away to the site and may even go for a full rotation over to A, although they're thinking better of it now. So it's going to be Edward with his 10 health going to A, leaving Simple by himself. Again, going for that stack and just seeing what happens, going for the gamble. Having supreme confidence that Simple can hold his position against 5 aggressive, very in-form Astralis terrorist players. And he's about to find out just how well he can do in this situation as they're about to push him. They're edging towards him forward. There's a first kill through the smoke and through a flashbang. Will be Simple claiming it with the UMP. He's going to transition into the smoke and try and see if maybe he can pick off another one. With that kill, though, the rest of Na'Vi have been baited into this. They feel like this could very well be a round that could be theirs.
Well, they have not got a kit here, Vince. That's a massive problem, actually. Up against 3 Molotovs and 4 AK-47 players. Simple with boosted up. Takes a nade to the face again, though. Edwards still 10 HP. They're really not making much progress here. They might want to consider saving now. And I think they have. They've made the call. It was a decent attempt, I think. Opening pick was decent, but overall, with the weaponry they have, no kit, no utility, I think you just have to save and try and lock in Astralis here. Try and take out as many guns out of their hands as you can. One player sneaking in. That's Flaming. And you can see he's actually going to bait everyone back in. They might be thinking the defuse is coming in, something like that. He'll be dropped, though, with the bomb. 3 players survive for Astralis, 2 for Na'Vi. So Na'Vi didn't really save as much as they wanted to there. It could be another eco, I think it is. 4-4 overall. Zeus doesn't exactly look fired up. A lot of silence there, actually. Why is he not chatting?
I wonder if he still has that 1v1 in the back of his head.
Possibly. Looks a little bit tilted. Either way, round 9 here. CZs. A deagle for Flamey. Always hype if this shot connects. Let's see if he can do it. Holding the angle, pushing towards second middle, but Dupree takes care of that.
Yeah, Dupree a step ahead, was just waiting for that push, waiting for that peak, knowing that Na'Vi would be onto a low buy, if any, after those saved weapons. This puts Astralis in very good stead after, of course, they went down 4-1 at the beginning of Inferno. That's 3 rounds unanswered. Should be a 4th. Oh, they're going to start to congregate up Banana. Simple, once again, is holding B all by his lonesome. Very much a carbon copy of the previous round. UMP still in his hands. That Molotov has his name written on it. He may have to move. He's okay for now. Down to 65 health, though. A couple flashbangs went in his eyes, and that's drawn out an extra couple of players for Na'Vi. That's leaving Zeus alone, and he certainly will not be favourite to claim this round from this point. Maybe if he can get a kill, stall for a little bit of time, they're going to line up for a CZ. He's done a lot of damage to both Device and Glaive, to be fair. But that's not going to be enough for Na'Vi. Yeah,
pretty simple round at this point. Astralis bomb down, and this wasn't the full investment from Na'Vi, just the partial buy of the CZs. And if Zeus gets a double kill there, surely they go for it. But he gets 2 dinks and takes Device down to 12, Glaive at 22, but not quite enough to even justify them even hunting with the CZs here. More the same. Look for exit kills. You can see Electronic there boosted up and towards spawn. It's unlikely anyone does go hunting. If you've got high HP, you can just sit in the pit and live to tell the tale there. And all they've got to really gather is CZs from the CTs. Not really worth it. They just want to try and stay alive here. We've got 2 players hugging in the pit. That'll be Magisk and Zipex. They're in the corner beneath the screens, and they did survive. So there you go. And it will be Astralis now taking the lead for the first time here on Inferno. 5-4. We'll see if they can keep this up. Money back in favor, though, for Na'Vi. Edward with the silenced M4. Watch out for him. He actually drops it to Simple. That's an admirable move. Said, you know what? You can have the M4. I'll take the SMG. And we'll see if anyone wants to get aggressive again as he smokes down towards the bottom of the Banana.
Edward's going to be using that UMP to get up close. Wants to play very aggressive, but his teammate Simple's gone down and Majeska's got the double. And that's Banana crushed. It's all Zeus. He may be able to get a kill back, but Flamey's also came out second best. And Na'Vi, who waited so long for this buy, was 2 rounds in the making. They've already been crippled economically. As Electronic can hold down the fort and put a lot of hurt back onto the Bs.
I was about to say, Electronic still can win this round, but maybe not so much anymore. He gets taken to the grave by Dupree. Bomb will be planted again, and Astralis looking very good. Na'Vi have taken so many compromises every single round since they had that crushing defeat against Glaive in the 3-on-1. Money has been bad. This round had more UMPs, lack of utility, lack of kits, no AWP, and Zeus now just tries to hold on to an AK-47. He does find Dupree at least, but in terms of the loss bonus, maximum for the next round, Simple $4,300. They've got to buy if he saves the AK. Maybe still if he doesn't, because Simple has $7,700, Edward of 42. Simple could buy an AWP, they get SMGs around it and hope he can carry the round. He does buy the AWP straight away, so that's going to be the call. And here's the opening kills from Magus, is waiting for the aggressive play. Like I said, it's very common for Edward to try that, and I think it's one of those predictable rounds they maybe play too often. AWP out now. Simple really has to deliver. You can see not everyone's gone for the full purchase here. Simple hoping that he can win this round single-handedly.
Well, he's already been knocked down to 19. Needs to be careful. Oh, what a flick to device. An exceptional shot. But seeing as he was the main piece they were trying to build around, the fact he's down to 19, it may still be a bridge too far. Simple, you can see him checking his teammate's screen. He can't see. He's in the thick of a smoke, and he's going to go down anyway. He was already low. However, good shot by Edward. He's going to keep the player advantage.
This is the cue to go in. They know Edward's only got the shotgun. He won't be able to do much back there. Even gets another dink, but not enough for a kill. Fair play on that shot, to be fair, the shotgun. But there it is, 3-on-3, and that's all the weaponry gone. Flamey going for speculative shots towards the bomb site. Flashbang deployed by Zipex. No kits again. No defuse kits. They need to try and get that all back. But it's in the hands of Magus right now.
Once again, Na'Vi losing the economic battle. Electronic trying to push through the smoke, see if he can perch himself up on Coffin. Become the Undertaker of Astralis, but it's not going to be happening anytime soon. So we go from a pretty solid start for Na'Vi into a bit of a collapse. 7-4 suddenly falls on us.
7-4, but it's not an eco. Simple bought the AWP, but still has 5k into this round. We'll be going for the M4A4 this time. Flamey picks up the AWP. He is the secondary AWPer of Na'Vi. Maybe he feels like he can get more success with the weapon. Against Device this time, Flamey can be quite erratic with the AWP. We'll see whether he goes for an initial pick. He holds towards middle right now, looking at the bench. No one going to be there to receive any shots just yet. Bomb still down at T-spawn, suggests something much slower, and here's Dupree with his classic play towards Boiler. What's Flamey doing? Down he goes, is standing in the open. Dupree, I think everyone knows, is a Boiler Room player. On the defaults, that's where he goes at the start of every single round. And
that's around the time that he's going to be getting there. So if Flamey wants to go for that peak, you've got to have someone in Boiler watching that.
You absolutely do. You're 100% spot on there. I can't believe that Flamey made that mistake. Very careless. Either way, it will still be a winnable round here, but Device shuts down Simple. 4-on-2. Zeus has it all to do. He'll be holding on the A site, but it doesn't look like they'll commit. Bomb's still down, and the CTs are separated, Vince.
He's being swarmed by terrorists. There's the first headshot. 66 health retained in the process. Device will be making a move behind him. CZ in hand. Zeus gets a second, but he's on 1 health.
I'm not sure why Device didn't wait for his teammates there. Bizarre scenes, but overall, Zeus still has a chance here. One more kill will set it up. He knows it's unlikely. If he can find it... It didn't kill him? Wow.
It bounced just too far back.
Dana might not think he's there anymore. Oh, they do. Well, there it is. Edward has got a kip. M4 Incendiary. I'll have to play this one perfectly to even stand a chance.
He's got the A1S as well, so in terms of spray transfer, it's going to be 10 bullets shy of the A4. That could hurt him.
This is looking okay, though. They're not necessarily anticipating this, but now makes noise. Throws a grenade, and that's pretty much going to be the end of his round. He hopes there's one in Pip. Not going to be the case. They know exactly where to look, buying as much time as they can. Flashbang deployed, but he still doesn't have the information that the remaining players are. Easy round for Astralis in the end. Zeus did everything he could, Vince, but wasn't quite enough, and that's going to be half victory now. 8-4 in favor of Astralis. Money shut down again as Na'Vi take a tactical timeout.
That's got to be pretty gut-punching too, that Flamey's like, let me take the AWP, let's try something different. He goes mid, he dies instantly, has no impact at all with the gun. That costs so much. And obviously what Simple's thinking at this point, what Na'Vi are thinking, is that the counter nades have been so good by Astralis. They're throwing in the smokes, the flashes and mollies to such a good degree. He is having no luck at all when peeking Banana with the AWP. He's having 0 impact, so picking M4 up actually makes a lot more sense.
Absolutely. We'll see if this round will bring any sort of success, Vince. Problem is, it's just pistols again. They are going to treat it like a normal gun round, though. They've gone for 4 smokes and an HE grenade, suggesting they want to just hold back, keep the terrorists at bay as long as they can, maybe get some information, have time to rotate over. It is sometimes enough. CT side as well, so many little cubby holes you can get yourself into. And here we go then. Round 13. This was looking like a very promising half for Na'Vi. They were up, let me remind you, 4-1 at the very start, winning the pistol. Much needed pistol. Flashbangs are good from Astralis, but the shots are better from Zeus. There's one, and was that a wallbang from Dupree? I think it was. Pretty filthy stuff, as he will answer back.
Up on the second balcony, straight through the wall, down the hallway. A good counteractive kill.
Yeah, those walls are paper thin. You could even find kills from the bridge in second middle towards that position. Well, 4 on 4 does give Electronic a rifle, but I have to take a bit of a gamble here, and it has been called. Electronic heads towards B. He'll be joining Simple and Edward. Not clear as to where Astralis want to finish just yet. They are going to send 2 players back towards middle. Bomb still at the banana area. Electronic, that's the key player. He's got the AK. And now things swing completely. Simple and Electronic opt to go towards the A site, leaving Edward alone with just the Desert Eagle.
Here's the 2-man decoy, though. The idea here for Dupree and Glaive is to throw a bit of a spanner in the works, try and scout information, then maybe get through arches. But no, they've decided they want to bite down fully on A. This could go horribly wrong. The bulk of the CTs are stacked here. They have the AK-47 in prime position, but it's been alleviated. It's been taken away as systematically Astralis take A site and make it theirs. Edward, the sole B player, now has to walk over the ruins of what once was their bomb site.
He's got just that Desert Eagle, and not for much longer. Got a little bit exciting there with the stack towards the A side, but just clinical stuff there from Astralis. Not missing a beat, every position checked, every kill landed. The danger man was Electronic at the graveyard. He didn't even get a chance. Magus just removed him.
As soon as his AK went down, the rest of the CTs went with him. Here's going to be AWPs, and again it's going to be Flamey. So Simple holding on to the M4. Flamey, in the meanwhile, is going to be making moves over towards arches. This time, they're going to try and cover Boiler. I'm sure they won't make that mistake twice. At least, hope they don't. Simple, in the meanwhile, is playing very aggressively. Going back and forth, weaving in and out. Now playing up close. He did just take a shot through the wall. He's down to 50, but he still comes out swinging for 1 kill. Are there going to be any more following it? No, Glaive will silence him.
Zeus does take down Dupree on the other side of the map. They have a rare man advantage here. It's been a while since I said that. Na'Vi, off the back of Simple's play, should be able to take round number 14 here. Device still alive, though. And he drops the AWP for an AK-47. Joins his comrades Zipex and Glaive. Before checking out Banana, you can see he's right at the top there. He's not actively facing right now, but Zeus needs to connect this shot. He didn't, but Electronic certainly did. 3-on-1 now. Device catches the player in transition, and he's still got time to win this one, Vince.
Juggling in so he can have a shot with the AWP and then switch across to the AK-47.
He's got so much money available. The whole team really is set for the rest of the half. He might as well give this his best shot. 1 player towards second middle. That's Electronic. Surely takes him down, and there it is before he really gets a chance to see what's available with that bomb. It will be Na'Vi to pick the round up, but they only have 2 players surviving there, so there will be a few compromises here. Astralis fully equipped with the AWP once again. They could even drop an AK if they wanted to for Device to go pick that up if he doesn't find anything with the AWP.
Meanwhile, Zeus down to a FAMAS.
He's left the AWP in spawn and given himself an AK.
They can come back to that if they fancy it later in the round, but
yeah,
in terms of Zeus on just a FAMAS and a smoke, that could be a potential weakness. Very important for Na'Vi to win this round, though. They need to go in 9-6, as arguably the harder half is to come up. Simple. Flick's not landing. To try and flash himself out of danger. Is successful. Smoke down anyway. And the FAMAS is going to rip through for 2 kills. That could be good enough by Zeus. However, the smokes on Library and Archers mean that they're not entirely sure as to whether any of the terrorists have pushed up here. Zipex is thinking about it. He's now going to start moving in. The bomb's just behind them. Device is trying to run interference, and he's drawn out 2 players, although Edward now thinks better of it, but the fact that Flamey has died forces the hand of 2 Na'Vi players to now move, but Simple gets the flick.
Wow, Device there, taking a gamble, peeking before the flashbang. If he waits a couple of seconds there, he probably wins the duel. Simple takes him out of the equation, and now Electronic. He has all the pressure towards him. Back at the site, good spot. Zipex is coming, though. He hasn't missed much in this tournament so far. He'll be joined by Glaive. They have 1 player waiting in loot. That's going to be in CT spawn. Electronic can hear them. He'll call for the rotations. Can they sniff him out?
Just has to stay alive. Electronic can get a kill, all the better for it. And that's the bomb dropped in pit. That means that Zipex is going to have to get out into the open, into the eyes of Simple. If he wants to get it done. 15 seconds. Last round of the half is just going to go for broke. He knows Electronic's behind this box. There's the first kill. Simply doesn't have the time left, though. 5 seconds. And here comes Edward. He's missing all his shots, but it doesn't matter. Na'Vi will claim the 6th round.
Certainly will. 9-6, couple at the end there for Na'Vi. That at least makes things possible now. It's certainly not ideal being on the CT side and not winning the half. Astralis extremely well versed on the CT forces as well. But for now, Vince, let's go check our stun out on the tournament floor.
Check me out, Henry. Check me out. Na'Vi trying to grab every round that they can possibly get. But hold on, Marseille. Hold on. Shh, 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 shh. Everybody stand up. Stand up. Stand up. Join me.
It's looking absolutely packed here in Marseille. The crowd is certainly delivering, Vince. Na'Vi looking better here on the second map of the grand final as well. Let's see if they can win the pistol here. It'd be great news if they can. Hopefully we see that third map train. That's where we think things will be absolutely fantastic. Dupree will face and probe towards middle, trying to back up Glaive. He's going for the first pick towards second middle. Na'Vi can win this. We've got a real final on our hands. If they don't, Astralis could run away with the second half completely. Nice on the CZ and the smoke. Oof, good shot from Simple. Lucky to connect anything there. Not going to be the head, though. P250 for him. Gives him that one-tap potential. Means he can actually duke it out with the CTs and their USPs.
Lone smoke in the hands of Device, which is going to be used on B. Has no reason to use it just yet. As you said earlier, you want to make sure you're using that smoke as late as possible.
Yeah.
You use it too early, it's basically neutralized.
Glaive will be tested first, and he passes it with flying colors, hits the headshot. Zeus will go down. In-game leader removed, but so is Zipex. That's the power of the P250 right there. Oh my God, this guy is good. He pushes through, and it's going to be Na'Vi with the 3-on-2 advantage.
Very isolated, the two CTs. They're going to have to wait a while for Magist to get close enough to Glaive. That wouldn't be a problem ordinarily if they had a kit, but this is valuable time that is now being drawn out of this round. And Simple continues to land headshots. He wasn't his usual astounding self in the first half, but he's here to stay now.
Beautiful counter-strike. Simple delivers with a P250. Every shot was a kill. Everything landed was on the head, and he goes in towards B, and there's nothing they can do about it. The first shot was just excellent. The confidence, the audacity to push for more. Device didn't see it coming, and everyone just goes to the grave, courtesy of Simple there. Round 17 coming through, and Na'Vi are right back in there now. Won't be a full investment from Astralis here. They do get CZs, a couple of players of armor, but trying to keep some money. Get themselves about $600 per player to make sure they have a nice healthy buy to kick things off in round number 3. But for now, Dupree will go down. Simple, he's really starting to wake up now.
This is going to send shivers down the spine of Astralis. Electronic and Zeus both tagged down to just below 40 health, but Simple with an AK. Already claimed 1 kill. Are there going to be any more following it up? Oh, the panic jump from Magisk is going to cost him dearly. Simple capitalizes, and he can pretty much just run A by himself while the rest of his team go to B. It has drawn out the rotation of Glaive, who was the only remaining B defender. He's thinking twice about things now. But it would ultimately be him versus 2 players with a CZ in hand. He's going to be pushing the smoke. Any second now, finds Edward, not able to capitalize with the kill just yet. But the bomb is still in transition. It's now coming up banana. So there is a way, albeit very small. Glaive can get some kills here. Could put a lot of pressure. Zipex onto Simple. That could be an AK-47 if Zipex goes to claim it, but it seems this round at least is done, and I think now Zipex realizes, yep, let's go get that assault rifle. Device has got it instead. Not a bad take out of the round for Astralis.
Take the AK, save the CZ and the armor, but well operated there. Na'Vi making sure they keep 4 players alive. Cost them a lot of HP, maybe even another kill here. I think that's just a MAC-10 going over. Zipex will pick that up. It's exactly a prime weapon, but Device keeps on delivering kills. They might want to stop chasing him down at this point. Zipex wants to get that AK-47, but the timing's awful. Zeus will be ready and waiting and denies any sort of chance of picking it up. Device looking to save the AK, but Zeus will be hunting for him. Knows he's likely in towards T-spawn. Good position from Device. Don't really see much action this side of the map, but Zeus seems to know every nook and cranny. Takes him down, and it will be a clean sweep once again for Na'Vi. 2-0, and the full eco coming in from Astralis. It's very good news they didn't save that 1 AK for Na'Vi, because if they did a player like Device, he can win rounds like that. He can push Banana and get a couple of kills. Not going to be happening, though. Just basic weaponry for the CT side here. Default pistols across the board. No armor, no nades, and a fast run boost there. Not going to use it.
Beautiful. He jumped on 2 players' heads. Like stepping stones. Gets them to be quicker. Electronic's going to have his toes singed.
5 players here.
But I do like that they're sending Electronic in first. He's the expendable player. He's like the canary. If he dies, fair enough. We can just go and try and take control of A. But they have got the bomb still dropped at T-spawn, so it's not going to be any time soon. Yeah,
it's a very good point. In fact, you just throw in a MAC-10. Call that's a stack there. You can see the teammates now already over the A bomb, so they know it's completely clear. Let's go get that bomb. Let's close this round out. It's going to be guaranteed for Na'Vi at this point. Simple. And we'll hear the footsteps going towards Library. You're going to see him waiting patiently for any sort of frags available. What are they up to here? Are they just going to be saving completely? Save a MAC-10?
I think the idea may be to stop giving Na'Vi more kill reward from these 2 SMGs.
That's pretty much all they can really do. Maybe they know there's a strong arms towards CT spawn the Library, and let's try and get kills towards the bottom. They will get another one, so it's a good call so far. Edward will get some more cash with the MAC-10. If Astralis get 1 more kill, that'd be a very successful round, all things considered. May just go low. Could find the low HP player in the form of Zeus, but he's actually running away from the action. And down May just goes. Simple, don't knife him. There we go.
We could tell he wanted to, but he's like, this angle's not really favorable.
Not prime. We'll leave it there.
Smart decision. Dupree, take notes.
9-9, Vince. This is still anyone's game. I do slightly favor Astralis from what we saw in the first map. The fact on the CT side right now, sure, they lost the pistol, but they still could find the lead right now. Device brings out the AWP, and Edward's still going to keep the MAC-10. Zipex 5 and 12, surprising. But there you go.
He's a guy, though, that if he's on form, his CT side is often magnificent. But Magisk just gives his life away for free on Banana, and what does he gain from that? Really not much. They've done a lot of damage to Electronic and Zeus, but it's not worth his life.
No, certainly not. The problem is you got to spam smokes with the M4A4, not the silence version. You're going to see the traces coming through. Yeah. It's going to come right through there. If using the silencer 4, that's when it really does its best work. But yeah, unfortunately for him, they spot them, spray him down. 2 AKs are always going to do that. And Electronic equally offering himself up for free there towards Device. Peeks the angle, and down he goes. Now there's 2 low HP players. Zeus on 12. They'll be holding towards bottom and middle. They've left it B open here, just to note. Same sort of moves as what Na'Vi were doing in the first half. Glaive will go back. 4 and 4. No kits for Astralis. They have 1 smoke. Luckily, that's in the hands of Glaive, who's the solo B player right now.
Yeah, Glaive has been very reactionary. As soon as they think it's an A, he instantly darts towards Speedway. Yeah. This is something that Na'Vi could capitalize on further down the road. If they do decide to fake A and then push B fast. Going to boost Zipex up onto the flower beds. Here comes the smokes in the eyes of Glaive. He's okay as long as Zipex can hold his position. Flashbangs and nades, not doing much, only knocking him down to 87. So he's okay to stay in position for the time being. Head has been spotted, and now that gives the green light to Glaive to just spray as much as he can. Zipex is good for 1, backs away intelligently, but that's going to cost him his life to the hands of Flamey. The bomb is going to be able to get planted now on the site with about 10 seconds to go. I say that, Glaive wasn't far off denying it. Flamey 1 and 3, post-plant situation. Definitely not looking good. For the first player to peek him. And they do at the same time. Device claims the kill. Well played, Astralis.
Yep, well done indeed, Glaive especially. The amount of kills we're seeing through smoke here from Astralis has been pretty godlike. That's Glaive with another very important one. It was a 2 versus 3. He sprays as the plant comes through, tries to use the sound cues of the beeps of the bomb, goes towards them, and he does take down the defending player, not the planter. So that puts things in a very tricky predicament for Flamey there. Nothing he could do. Device waits for him, and they'll take the lead. They'll save the AWP. There's one more buy available for Na'Vi before the money runs out, taking himself down to about $900. They get 5 AKs this time, and there's a tactical timeout to work out how they'll get back into this. They know if they can win this round, it resets Astralis, and then they're right back in the running. But what will the play be? Will they try and go for some faster paced gameplay? Will they send simple towards middle, the apartments? Time will tell. They have got a plethora of tactics on this map, but they're not the very slow execution-based team they once were on this map. They were famous for, when Guardian was the lineup, for going extremely slow, just dissecting the map piece by piece, allowing Guardian to find opening picks, then executing. It's looser these days, but still, they have the executions if required. You can see nades towards B and try and assert dominance this side of the map, but Jisku wants it. He catches simple grenade in his hand. Good grenades towards T-steps as well. Zeus is going to take a lot of damage from that one. Even more so for Edward as Device finds the first pick with the AWP.
A disaster of an opening few moments. Na'Vi, I was wondering there, Magisk again, he got took down in the previous round in a very similar style, and I was thinking, is he going to hold back? No, he goes even more aggressively. As I say, simple caught with his pants down.